Been here, Southern Coin Hunter. Today I got in the mail one and whatnot from Prospecting Golden Gems. A 1 troy ounce of silver. Troy ounce is 31.1 grams. I weighed this up is 31.5 grams. Let's see if we get the same reading again. Sometimes you just never know. This table I got is really not the best level table, but it works pretty well as being accurate. Just to show y'all. Nice little silver bar. And there's his calling card I got, so now I have 2 different ones. .5 grams. So it's about 0.4 grams over an actual troy ounce. Yeah, just to check the spot price, it's $23.20 is what it closed out today. So this probably is about a $25 gold bar, a $24 gold bar. I mean silver bar, not gold. So I got that in the mail today. I did win on a couple of auctions. I got my first Benji's coming to me, and a 1984 mint set's coming to me. But what you're looking at is quarters, 2 rows of quarters and 5 rows of nickels, and we're going to do the quarters first. So we're going to bust it out and get going right here live. I'm going to do a live open on these 2 quarters. And we'll see what we got. I'll put them in a bucket. I'll just go back to them later, look, see what finds and whatever. Now in George Washington, crossing Delaware, we are looking for the die chip for the crown. So that one there. Effigy Mound. There's no known errors that I know of. And this is a Denver Mint one. Oklahoma. Still looking for Montana, I think D or P, I don't remember. Massachusetts. North Carolina. Eagleback. And it's 94. Got some crud on it. I'll just put the Eaglebacks over there for right now. 72. It's got worn. The feathers on the chest are barely visible. Another George crossing the Delaware. So far I found one with a minor die chip right up in there. Sally Ride. Now I'll go back to these with the scope. No chip on the mouth. I don't see no die clashing on either side. Probably the same one. Shawnee National Park. Do not have this one. I've got one, but there's a die chip on top of the bird. So that's my first Shawnee. So I got one find for tonight. Willmar Manville. You don't see no clashing. I have to look better underneath the scope. I do see some fingerprints. Do not see no die chips in the hair. I just go through that with the scope. Might do that tomorrow night. Very detailed. This is a 97. Sometimes a little grease or something build up right there, but it's got the ring of death, so I ain't gonna worry about it. This is a Philadelphia. Another George Washington, Delaware. In Denver, not Delaware. Well, it is Delaware he's crossing. Sally Ride. I'm seeing the women's quarters right now. I'll look at it later underneath the scope. 95 Eagleback. I always keep out the states because there may be an upgrade. I don't know. It's a pretty dirty Philly. You go back. So like I along the die chip in the hair. Put that one over off to the side. Look at underneath the scope just to verify it. Now, if this is Ellis Island, if it's this is Denver, if it's a Philly, I'm still going to check. Occasionally, you might find a die chip from a Denver. So we'll look at that later. Rhode Island. Look for cuds. I don't see any cuds. Cuds where it's on the rim, work their way across. Also look for any extra reed marks on top of the coins. Questionable for die chip. This is pretty much damaged. This is a 67. Worn down. I'll go back to circulation. 82 Philly. Yeah, I think there's a double die on that. I have to check that one out later. Philadelphia. Cumberland Island. This is pretty much dirty. I don't think I'm doing a reporter book. There's too much money to be tied up in that. Philadelphia. This is Washington crossing Delaware. No die chip. I'll search that one later. Usually I go back and want to do something. I look through these. Another Philly. No die chip. No bird nest. I heard there's a die chip on the bow, but I have yet to find one. Rogers Clark. I got several errors on this one. I can see this is a Philly. I got some. There's a chip here and here. Got a Denver Mint where it looks like he's wearing a wristwatch. Denver Mint. I have to pull those out. I don't see no finger scrapes on that one. Cumberland Gap. Kind of dirty. Put that one back in circulation. Bessie Coleman. See if to get the NQ doubling on the EC right here, or FC. I got one where the struts on the wing are double dyed. So we'll look at that underneath the scope. I'll do that later. Edith Kanaka Ole. Don't see anything on her. Look like maybe some scrapes. Let's see, fingerprints. The new ones I'm going to keep out. The 2023s I keep out and check. Do not see the split fingernail. Do not see the extra finger. Denver die. No, I don't see no die chip. Let's put her back in. I got plenty of her. Denver Minute. It goes back in. Y'all, my quarters. I think Eagleback's caught up. Alabama. Helen Keller on the reverse. 2003 state quarter. Denver. That won't be an upgrade. I got better than that in my book. Ohio. Off center just a little bit. the extra reading. I'm talking about extra reading is when the read machine hits the top. You usually find those on dimes more than anything else. This one's got some damage. This is 66. No drilling George. No doubling on the chin. No bumps on the nose. Somebody said there's a dye chip on in her hair, but I just never found one, so I don't know. I think I finally got my Denver one. Nina Otero Warren. I think that's me. I think that's one of my books. One of my books. Checking volume 3 of the Washington Quarters. And there's 69 and 70, and that book is done. 69 and 70. I've yet to come across 69 or 70. Just so y'all know, I got actually several Washington Quarter books. This is all uncirculated. So I got all the 2022 and half 2023 in. I have to push it down later. But what I've been looking for, these two are going to be uncirculated for the first set of women's quarters. Oh, wait a minute, this is a different book. This is 88 through 98. This is the one that's done. Nope, I need 98p. 98p. These two are going to have the first year of circulated, the rest will be all uncirculated. And I'll start with Bessie Coleman. So, we just got our first. Denver. So this book is caught up. And these two I will be selling once I get all the women's put in here. The one that's not being sold is going to be sold. It's going to be the one that I got of all uncirculated. Straighten those back out. So I think that was the last quarter. May be an upgrade on this one. So let's go to roll number 2. Only 14 minutes in this one. George crossing the Delaware again. Another George crossing the Delaware. In the main wall. There's a scratch in the field right there. Still no cut. I ain't worried about that one. Very dirty North Carolina. Kissashi, that's my home state. I keep those. Philly. There's a die chip on there, but I'm not sure. Very ugly. Ohio. To see, I mean, I cannot get a Philly. I keep getting Denvers. Philly. We check that one for any things on there. Minnesota. Do not see the extra tree on that one. California, Philly. I keep that one, but I think I need a Denver one. Or just National Park. Philly. Scratches. And this has got the double earring on here. I'm going to be mad with the scratches on the obverse. I've been searching for that one. No double earring. I think I may need a tall grass. I'm not sure. Kentucky. Very dirty Utah. Tell you what, I want to do a video on the error coins. I've found some more so far on some of these quarters. I don't know. Mighty Mountain. I don't think I need it. I'll just go back to those later. George crossing the Delaware. Now I tell you what, now I got the scope up, I can actually look for the die chips in her hair. And just so you know, if you ever want to see what the actual quarter is supposed to look like, let me do something here. I want to browse as a guest. And he will walk with this woman, man, killer, order. Okay, I'm going to rotate y'all up for the computer screen. Give me 1 second. Just hold on tight. You type in Willmar Manville in Google. There y'all go. Now y'all can see. You can see how her hair is supposed to be. The dye chip I keep finding is one right here in the hair. I think there's supposed to be one down here. And I think there's supposed to be one over here someplace. So yeah, you can zoom in and out. So what we're going to do is quarter errors. Give me 1 second. You can look here on eBay, Etsy. There's another one. Tell you what, let's just go to eBay. But you can look up. No, I can't find the site I've been using. See, here's a retained code. Somebody wants to try and set up for $14.50. And not me. Not me. But you can find, there's a way to find quarter errors on here. Can't find the site I was using. Oh well, let's get back to the hunt. As we're on the second row. Bring it back down to the tabletop. Origin, that's kind of dirty. You go back. Iowa. Denver. 26. There's one error where the M has been blanked off. Over polished and it's not showing up. I have yet to find that. I've only seen one example. Washington State. See if we got any. No dye chip. I'm going to check these elements real fast since I got the scope up. No dye chip. Oh yeah, this is a big die chip. I'm going to bring the scope over and show y'all. Oh, shit, went out. Get some stuff out the way. Flip this back up. Get me a pointer. Scoot everything over a little bit more, back this away. Right here is the die chip in her hair. This is about 75% of a chip. Once I got her about 50%, I got two that stop about right up in here. This is the biggest one I ever found. Just to show y'all what it's supposed to, this is what it looks like without the die chip. See how clean it is here? So that's a huge, huge die chip. So I will go back over to this quarter later tonight, see what else I can find. Just kind of browse real fast the rest of her hair, see if there's anything else. Looks like damage on the R. There's a die chip right there on the R. That's a die chip. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's compare the R on this one. Oh, looks like we got a grease. Yep, we got another die chip in the R. That's damage on the star. Or was it? Or maybe it's not. Hold on. Oh, there's something on the quarter. Oh, that's what it was. I'm sorry, man. I thought I had another good find there. I haven't something had two die chips. So let's just see if there's anything on the other side we can find. I'm actually using the cloth to move the quarter around with, so I want to touch the quarter. See some dings from the mint on here. So we got a good find there. We got a die chip. Okay, let's go back to the hunt. George. No W on that one. Philly. Very dirty Mississippi. Virginia. I was going to do this hunt later tonight, but it's raining right now. I need to go to the store. I don't feel like getting wet. Another Philly. Another George. Let me see if there's anything on this Bessie Coleman. And keeps doubling on her. So we got the huge die chip on Willmar Manville. And what's the Shawnee Park? So I'm just going to put all these quarters up for right now. I'm going to maybe eat leftovers tonight if it keeps raining, but I really need to go get something else. Let's just see if we got any doubling on this quarter in the window. No, we got the bucket upside down. I'm looking at you got the Homestead one, and I see what may be a die chip. Oh no, just put Shawnee National Park. Oh Lord. Crap. I just did it. Now give me a second. I'm gonna make a mess again. Oh, I found it right off the bat. Let's see. Okay, on Homestead I found 2 die chips, I think. These quarters put back up to the bucket they belong in. Once again, went to the Mint's website. I'll just show y'all this setup I got. I need to clean up here a little bit. Okay, here's what I'm focusing at. See right here? Come on, quit moving on me. Right there. It's a die chip. I don't call that the hornet's nest. So this lines up with here. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all, it twisted on me. There we go. And no, I thought this area right here was a die chip, but it's not. Just the way it's been used and abused. All kinds of scarring on here. That looks like this was a planchet error, because you can see it runs underneath the S and comes out over here. Looks like it can't get rose up on the T there. Big gouge running through here. See some gouges. I want to see no doubling of the window panes. That's damage. That's damage. No leaky bucket syndrome. So I found a die chip. Not in the best of situations, but I did find a die chip. So that's going to be it for the quarters. I'm going to stop this video. It's at 40 minutes already. We do the nickels next as a separate video. So if you're new, please subscribe. It helps me out. Please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Turn on the bell for future notifications, because as I search through my penny hunts and quarter hunts and throughout the week, as I find errors, I'll do another video. But we'll do a video on all the errors I've found so far over the last couple of months. So have a good evening.